Morning. Welcome to week 4 of Train to Silver. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go over the Silver Guide. And I'm really excited because silver was honestly like, sorry, I got to pull my hair behind my back. Silver was the most exciting. That feeling of hitting silver for the first time was so amazing. It's always fun to hit a new rank. It's always fun to push and be like, oh my gosh, I just hit this new rank this month. Like, it's always a super, super fun feeling. But I will tell you that silver was the one that was like, oh my gosh. And I remember going into doTERRA, Teresa Harding telling everybody that I just hit silver that month. And I was so excited and I was so proud of myself. And it was just a really great feeling. So I'm excited for you guys to feel that same thing. Plus, now doTERRA has just sweetened the deal with those bonuses for premiers and silvers. So it's absolutely amazing. So we're going to turn to our launch guide and we're going to be talking about week 4, which is enroll. So you might be feeling like, okay, well, I know how to enroll people. And sure, I mean, obviously, if you're hitting Premier on a monthly basis, you absolutely do know how to enroll. But there's always room to do things better. You know, even at Blue Diamond, I realize I'm not the top rank in doTERRA yet. I will hit that later this year, but I'm always wanting to learn how to do things better. I always, you know, even if it's interesting, like if ever a big leader in doTERRA posts like how they close their class or whatever, I always listen to it. And it's like I'm listening to it like I'm a brand new builder because I want to hear how they do things. Because what if they have some tips and ideas on things that that I don't know? Like what if they do something that's like absolutely amazing? So I always like to learn more about how to improve the number of people I'm enrolling. You know, honestly, do you enroll most of the people you share with? No, that the answer is no, you don't. I mean, we know thousands of people each. I mean, the average person knows thousands of people. I can't remember the exact number, but I know it's thousands. But yet I haven't personally enrolled thousands of people. I've enrolled hundreds, but not thousands. So most people still do not enroll, but that's okay. A lot of that is their own personal choice and what they're willing to do. But we can always improve what we're doing so that number goes up. So we're going to go to page 15. I love this guide. And I love that this training keeps referring you back to GoPro because I feel like GoPro is such a powerful book on how to build a network marketing business. So you were reading before chapters 4 and 5 of GoPro. And this week and last week you were reviewing chapter 6. And this week you should be reviewing chapter 7 and 8 of GoPro. And one thing that it might be really important for you to do is just remind yourself why you feel strongly about doing a doTERRA wholesale membership and products. You know, for me, I get asked quite often, hey, can I just buy, I use that balance you gave me and I love it. Can I just buy a bottle? And I always found myself thinking, I don't want you just to buy a bottle of balance. I want you to have I want you to get all of the oils. I want you to have other oils in your home as well. And you can definitely buy a bottle of balance, but I hate for you to pay more than you really need to. So for me, it's like deeply ingrained that everybody should have a wholesale membership because I don't want them spending the money on retail. I don't want them spending, even if it's just an extra $2.50 for a bottle of lemon, I don't want them to have to pay that price when they can pay a cheaper price. So I think it's important for you to really make sure that you really, truly feel like everybody should have a wholesale membership. So this is a good time for you just to journal your thoughts. What is the value and benefit of doTERRA wholesale membership and products? And then making sure that you really find value in doTERRA's business opportunity as well. What is the value and benefit of creating a financial pipeline in doTERRA? You guys, I have so many people come to me and say, well, not so many people, but what will happen is I can tell they're hesitant to join doTERRA. And so they'll join another company. And most of the time they do join with me. And they, you know, a lot of my friends are building with me, but when they, you know, sometimes they choose to join other companies. And then they come to me and say, can you teach me to be just like you? And I want to say, step 1, first of all, don't join a direct sales company where you personally have to carry an inventory and sell this stuff because it is going to be harder. That is hauling buckets. You're not creating a pipeline. You are now hauling buckets. Don't buy it. You don't want to have to be buying this $1,000 inventory of product, hauling it around and selling it at vendor shows. You're going to go crazy after a while. And you're going to notice that unless you're doing that, you're not making any money. So first of all, pick a company that's smart and makes sense. Make sure the person who is recruiting you into their company, find out what kind of income they make. How long have they been doing this? I also want to know, like, how much does each rank in this company make? And how many people are hitting that rank? Like, I want to know those things before I jump in. So when somebody comes to me and says, teach me to be smart like you, I want to step back and say, pick the right company. And here's the questions that you would ask. You truly, truly, it is so important that you are just so solid on why doTERRA and the value and benefit of creating a financial pipeline with them, which is really what you're doing. So yes, it may be slower in the beginning than other companies, but I will tell you, it is long lasting. Typically what starts fast ends fast as well. I know people that will go and get these huge bonuses in other companies, and then they go back to making almost nothing. You're not going to have that in doTERRA. Your checks are going to continue to grow. I also want you to do a journal this week on what value and benefit do I offer as a leader to my customers and builders? Why would others choose to enroll and work with me? Brand yourself. There are 3 million wellness advocates in doTERRA. There are a lot of opportunities to sign up with other people. Why would somebody want to work with you? I will tell you why somebody would want to work with me. First of all, my brand is if I can, you can. I want other people to see you don't have to be a rock star in network marketing. You don't have to have done this before. You don't have to have money already. If you have a belief in yourself and you're confident, you can build a business. And I'm going to show you how. And I'm also going to show you how to do this on part-time hours, because I personally only work 15 to 20 hours a week. I can show you how to rock that time and create something really successful and then still enjoy your life, enjoy your kids, or whatever else that is that you have going on. So that's why people would want to work with me, is because I can show them how to create the lifestyle that I personally have created in 15 to 20 hours a week. So you need to brand yourself of why would somebody want to work with you? What benefits do you offer your customers and your builders? So one thing that I think is really important is figuring out how committed they are before placing them in your organization. Of course, we have opportunities. I mean, I enroll anybody that wants to enroll, but I'm not going to put them on my front line just because they tell me they're going to build. I had a woman sign up that told me that she wanted to build last month. I still can't even get her to set up her loyalty rewards order. And that's great, but clearly she's not the person that I'm looking for as a frontline builder, because she's not even willing to set up an LRP. So just because somebody says, I want to build, doesn't mean that they go on my front line. So I think it's really important to consider the capability and commitment level of the person in your organization. Sometimes people are committed, but they're not capable. And sometimes people are capable, but they're not committed. So when you find both, that's going to be your frontline builder. So you want to make sure that you're not, just because someone's committed doesn't mean, or capable doesn't mean they're committed either. And that doesn't mean that it won't come on later. But, because I can think of some huge builders in doTERRA that weren't building when they first started, and now they're presidential diamonds. So if you're feeling like you're not quite sure, that's a great time to have a 3-way call with your upline as well. I love to do 3-way calls with somebody who has a builder in the works to see, to spend some time with them on the phone to see where I think they are. That's the beauty of doTERRA, is it's on-the-job training. It's not just like you don't have to know everything to jump in and do this. You can constantly work with your mentor and say, hey, I've got this person. I'd love to hear what you think in terms of their commitment as a business builder. Would you be willing to spend some time with me and doing a call with them? I always say yes. I'm like, I'd love to talk with them for sure. So one thing I like to do is to see if somebody's committed is I give them tasks and assignments to follow. A committed builder is somebody who is going to come back and say, I did everything you asked. What's the next step? Somebody that you're going to want to put a little bit deeper in your organization is someone who says, I just haven't had time to get my LRP set up yet. I've got so much going on. I've got this, that, and the other going on, because I'm thinking, well, guess what? I'm busy too. I also have 4 children. I have, I'm running a business. Like, I find time for what's a priority to me. So you don't want to put that person on your front line. But it's good to give your new leaders a clear idea of what their commitment needs to be, so that way there's no surprises. I let people know, if you're a serious builder with me, or if you've taken a position on my team, like if taken over a position, convention's non-negotiable. It's just not negotiable. But I tell people that before they accept the spot. I don't say, oh, and by the way, convention's next month and you have to go. I like to tell them up front what they can expect and see if that's something that's still exciting for them. And if it is, then I put them in the spot that I'm looking for. But this gives you an idea of what they need to be doing on a daily, weekly, monthly, and an annual basis. Because you really do want to be enrolling capable and committed builders. And one thing that I would invite you to do is work on enrolling up and not down. Surround yourself with the types of people that you want to be enrolling and building your business with. So write down your list of, and we've talked about this before, but I really do want you writing down your list of your dream team. Who do you want to build? And what are you doing to nurture that relationship? And maybe you're thinking, man, my friends, it's pretty slim pickings. I don't know that there's any one of them that I really want to be building with me. Then go make new friends and go surround yourself with new friends and go and find the types of people that you know that you want to be building with you, because that is going to be key. So really focus on enrolling up instead of down, or recruiting up instead of down. Recruit people who are stronger than you, better than you. They're going to build faster than you. Don't be intimidated by them. Sometimes it's like, oh man, they're better than me. They're going to think I'm dumb. Well, great. I want those types of people on my team because they're rock stars. So focus on recruiting and enrolling up instead of down. If that makes sense to you, because I really do want those key people, and find ways to connect yourself with those types of people. I'm going to be going to a networking group on Monday, and I guess it's a mentoring group of some sort. You guys, I'm nervous. There's going to be people that are way better at business than I am, but I want to go and learn from them. So, and I want to go surround myself with people like that. That's who I want to be around. I don't want to be the big fish in the little pond. I want to be the little fish in the huge ocean. I'm surrounded by people that are bigger and better than me. So yes, that's what I really want you to focus on. That is, how can you enroll up? And then looking to your GoPro book and reading, I think it was chapters 7 and 8. I'm gonna have to go back and look at me. I already forgot. Nope, and I'm skipping on way too far. You're doing chapters 7 and 8 of GoPro, and then you've got some journaling that you can do this week. And if you're realizing, oh, you know what? There's a little weak link in my belief system. That's okay. We can totally work on that. Like if ever I'm feeling not as connected to something, if I engage in that and spend more time in it, I like doing it more. Like I used to love scrapbooking. Now scrapbooking's kind of changed, and you put things in chat books or Project Life or whatever. But I would always think, oh, I don't know how much I like scrapbooking. And then once I would do it again, I'm like, oh, I really love this. So if you can write down and figure out where your weak links are and your holes are so that your belief system is stronger, your business is going to grow even quicker. So I want to open this up to any comments or discussion from you guys, what your thoughts are and what we're chatting about. Does anybody have any comments, questions, thoughts, amens?
Jen, I really like the idea of finding someone who's better than you. I've never thought about that before, but I think that is fantastic. Like I just moved into a new neighborhood, and there's this woman who's a go-getter, and as soon as you said find someone who's better than you, I instantly thought of her. And I don't know why I haven't shared with her yet, but she would be perfect to be on my team because she is better at going and getting things done than I am.
Perfect. But you can see why some people would be intimidated to talk to them, because it's intimidating to be, it's like if you're playing soccer, it's intimidating to play with someone better than you. It feels good to be the best on the team, you know? So good for you. Yeah. Think of the people you're like, if this person was on my team, I'd be presidential diamond if I enrolled 6 of these people. So write those people down or figure out ways to find them. So thank you, Amy. You're awesome. Any more comments or questions? If not, we will wrap things up, and there will be a video or 2 this week for you. I haven't looked to see exactly how many there are, but there are some extra videos for you. So thank you so much for being on the recording with me, or the live training. Oh, there is one question. Which networking groups do you look for? So Jen, what I did is I actually went to, I had my assistant look for networking groups, and I found this group called Vistage. I think that's the name of it. And they were mentoring groups for business owners. And what I learned is, sometimes it's trial and error. Like you may not find what you're looking for right away. And I learned that this group wouldn't be a good fit for me because this wasn't really network marketing as much. These were people that were running like companies with 200 employees, and they're looking for resources on how do you work with 200 employees, which is different than what I'm doing. But I met with a woman, and she gave me some ideas of people that I could work with. And I thought, oh, that's awesome. So asking around, going to a networking group, I've tried some out that I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to that again. I hated that. Like there was one I went to in March or February, and I was like, I hated it. I was dying for it to end. I just didn't want to be there. I'm not going to go back. So finding more, the Chamber of Commerce can be a good place to start. Rotary Club can be a good place. Just asking around, getting out and asking is what's huge. Because I'm looking for powerful people who want to improve themselves, because that's where doTERRA is the perfect fit for them. Hopefully that answered your question. All right, any other questions? I'm going to stop the recording.